It's car boot day, which is a first for me in bloody years, to be honest. The weather's looking perfect for it. Unfortunately, the missus had to start work this morning at 9. The car boot happens to be 10 minutes round the corner. It's actually sunny, and yeah, it's called the Eboot. So the queue's pretty steadily moving, must say. I don't remember ever queuing to get bloody hell, ever queuing to get into car boots when I was little. So they've obviously gained in popularity, I think. Obviously with the cost of living crisis, these things help out a lot. So good to see really that it's taking off and it's still good. This is probably one of the first bigger ones. I mean, it sounds like this place does really well, and they're even on TikTok and they do all the advertising and all the bits and bobs and reels, and they're doing quite well. You might say they're viral. Watch the Car Boot Kings on Channel 4 now. Best hour of your life. That's what that sign says if you can't read it. Okay. Oh, so it just sounds like in the last kind of few weeks and months, the fields have just been flooded. So there's been a lot of cancelled events and stuff like that because you just can't get your cars out, which is nothing new. But we've had a decently dry entire week, and it looks like it's the perfect time for it. So happy days. It is busy. Bloody hell. Read the room, guys. Well, I mean, we can all see the plentiful parking on the other side of these cars. People are still rushing to just park here. Howdy, welcome to bloody hell, I've done this 4 times now, a sunny Sunday morning in Middleton at the Eboot, which is basically by the Belfry, which is off the 446, just outside of Sutton, Wishaw and all those places that we walked in the last video on the pub walks. I mean, a few videos ago now, because we're doing well with content, hurrah. But yeah, we're at a car boot today to do a recce, because I need to do a car boot myself, maybe next week, to be honest, because we've got to clear the house. More news on why that is later. But yeah, so here today, £1.50 to park up and get in, and then it's £10 next week to sell things. It looks like this whole e-boot thing is really taking off. As you could see in the first bit of footage there on the way in, there's that advert saying they're all part of the Car Boot Kings on Channel 4. So like, these people are on TikTok too, they're all over Facebook and all these things. And it looks like they're really doing something good with it. Now, I don't know if the car boot itself and the things on offer are any good and what kind of people are here or what's going to go on there. But it seems big. And the e-boot thing in general looks like it's just taken off, because now they've got car boots on Saturdays, Sundays. It looks like Tuesdays are going to happen, and also Fridays, which is pretty insane. But considering these things used to just be Sundays, didn't they? Like at Hams Hall or something back in the day if you are local. But yeah, car boots might be, I don't know if this is a British institution, the car boot, but if you are from overseas, this might be something a bit different for you. I'm not sure if they do these everywhere else. But it's basically a big field, gets rented out by some people. I mean, these guys look like they've got many fields in the area, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, you turn up with your car full of old stuff to sell it to other people who might just want your shite, and then you buy their shite in return, basically. I mean, you don't have to, you can just earn money and move on. But yeah, that's it. Brick and brack, bits and bobs, toys, baby stuff. Over the kind of last 20 years or so, they turned more into a market scenario where you've got just proper businesses essentially. So you just have like whole stalls of bog roll and work supplies and whatever else. No doubt you'll get some pikeys here somewhere who's selling all the power tools that have been nicked out of vans in the last week. So we'll keep an eye out for them. And what else do you usually get? Usually definitely a stall that just sells grinders and rizzlers and raw papers and filters and lighters and bongs. That always happens. But generally I'm here for the household people who've brought their actual tap with them, because that's always a bit more interesting. So we'll see how we get on. And there's always a burger van, and I think that's what I'm going to have for breakfast today, which I'm excited about. Anyway, let's go. This is a Bromley Wonders. This is Eboot at Middleton, somewhere near the Belfry, in a field. Thanks for joining. Come on then. So a bit of POV for you. This is the view. I think I've got to walk over there towards those food vans. And we'll start there. Oh, there's a big bouncy castle slide thing as well. So yeah, definitely that way. It's a big one. I'm parked at the back. It's going to be a fair walky bit today. Looking forward to it. Let's see what happens. Ooh-wee. It is the perfect day for it. Oh, it looks like the market starts on this end. Even better. Wow. Exciting. Well, you're going to have to forgive me for filming in portrait, because it looks a little bit less creepy than filming in full-on landscape, and it is full of a bit, I wouldn't call them shady, but I just don't want to invade anyone's privacy for being here. So this is the crack, and well, it's only just gone 9 AM and there's already stalls that are sold out, packing up. There's some Irish bloke down there who's literally giving everything away for free now, and he's basically just got a load of Cat 5 cable, some old TV stuff. Oh, that's cool. And that's it. But I'm actually enjoying more the vehicles that people turn up in to sell from. Like, that's bloody lovely. And that'll be us in a week or so. But yeah, so far I just find myself walking around fairly aimlessly, not really looking at the tables, because you can tell the general crack, and there's nothing I actually need. Apart from a wicker basket and a baby gate is what we're after today. But yeah, I mean, I'll keep an eye out for that. There's a telescope there. See, this is a problem. I might end up buying a telescope now. Brilliant. Kept it quiet on the recording so far, but we've got one of those scammy, weird looking with the block games where the whole family's involved. And yeah, it brings people in. But I think more people are watching just to see how they do the scam more than actually taking part. But I can't be sure, to be honest. One of them. But apart from that, pretty cool. I mean, you've got the, I guess they're Turkish maybe, doing chicken over there, but someone was saying it's £10 a skewer, which obviously not. I've found bugger all so far. I think generally I've decided I need a car jack and some axle stands, but I think the majority of the sellers here will buy them so they can nick parts to sell next week, so not much chance of that. But it's been alright. I find myself not needing anything at all. I haven't found a wicker basket. I haven't found, what else was I after? A baby gate. That's not happened yet. But yeah, lovely weather for it at least. Just seems to be, like I said, like plenty of nicked tools. You get a lot of the Romanians in their big kind of cage wagons that you see going around collecting all the scrap. And I mean, there's literally a guy just selling DPFs of cars and catalytic converters and all that. Now it would appear that these are the car boot kings in the truck. They've just pulled up next to those scammers, and now I guess they let it all go ahead, because is this allowed? Don't know. But it's like a guy with a walkie-talkie. He's kind of letting them know this is going on. But it looks like it doesn't matter. They're going to let it carry on. Man, 20 years ago I'd have bought half of this place. But now I'm one of those people with not enough space. So I'm going to say that, in the end, I almost left with absolutely nothing, but then I thought you can't come all this way and leave with absolutely nothing. I paid £1.50 to get in, so you got to make it at least worth that. And I passed a picture of basically a painting of Birmingham Market, and it's the only person who was really worth talking to. It's just this nice lady on one of the stands. But I was just squatting down having a look at this, and then she brought up, oh, you're from Birmingham, and then talk about the old Woolworths that you used to be able to cut through to get to the market. And we're looking at this, I think it's from my mum's house. And essentially, yeah, you can't find these things online. I did Google it because it's called A Quiet Day at the Market. And is it a painting? I don't know, I think it's a print, but it's not like I can tell. I'm not sure, by Stuart J. Clark. But what a lovely picture of the old markets. think that's the old market building there that got bombed in the war, I think. But yeah, we're going to have a look a bit more in depth at that and try and figure out where it is anyway. But we picked that for a grand total of £2.50. She started at £3. I said I shouldn't be buying more stuff really, but because I've literally just took all the pictures down in the living room and filled all the holes in the wall. But there we go, we've got one. I'm gonna have to probably just bash another hole in the wall, which is great. But that's nice. So we grabbed that. I did walk off, I went back, and then I was just like, go on then. And then as a last minute purchase, which I think is an absolute steal, to be honest, pair of car ramps, because I've got a fair bit of work to do on the van, got a bit of work to do on the KA, there's work to do. I mean, the Morris as well could really do with this, so happy days. Proper drive on car ramps. And how much do you reckon? How much do you reckon? Get it in the comments before I actually say, because how much would you pay for these? Here we go. How much would you pay for a pair of drive-on ramps? And it looks like they are safe. There's no cracked welds. Everything looks good to me. Load bearing and all that. How much would you pay? Go on, tell me. Anyway, I cleaned the van. Look at that. Good job, eh? But yeah, how much would you pay? Stick it in the comments, because I'm about to reveal in a minute how much I picked these bad boys up for. And I think it's the bargain. No one got a better bargain than that today. I am sorry to whoever these got stolen off, because no doubt that's the case, to be honest. But I'm quite glad to be feeding 2 Albanian children after purchasing these for £10 for the pair. £10. Bam, bam, bam. So that's job done. That was a car park. I know a car boot. I know I didn't get too much footage because, to be honest, it's a little bit awkward. There's a lot of people walking around, and it's quite hard to have your wits about you. What you do tend to see anyway with people who film at car boots is they're wearing like a GoPro on a chest mount or something. There's not too many people just walking around with their phones, and I don't blame them. But there you go. That was good. Not particularly full of things that I'd buy, but the things that I have picked up, pretty chuffed, to be honest. So £12.50 spent. We've got some ramps, can do some work on the van, which I need to do anyway, and it can do all the undercoating and all those things that I've wanted to do for years. So fantastic. And the sun's out, ready to start work like that outside again. So fantastic. Thanks for joining. This has been a Bromley Wonders. This has been Eboot. This is the April edition. I'm sure we'll be back throughout the summer getting more bits and bobs. But ramps and paintings. Goodbye. So the painting itself, a quiet day at the market in the boring Birmingham. Doesn't have a year on it. So we're going to figure out... Oh, there's Woolworths that the lady mentioned. So that was always there. What we got? What we got? What we got? So yeah, we're going to find out exactly where this was and if we can find some photos which match the picture maybe. Because obviously this guy had a vantage point that was accessible when he painted it, I'm guessing. But let's have a little look. So Stuart J. Clark is who we're looking at. Let's see what else he got up to. Quick lesson in what you want to be doing if you want to use Google effectively these days, because there's a really useful tool here to find stuff that's related to images that you have that makes it very easy to search for things like this history stuff, or even if you just found a random item and you don't know what it is, you can take a photo of it and Google it here. So you want to be clicking that camera icon next to the search bar. That takes you to Google Lens. Bottom left there, you can go to your photos. I'll grab this photo of the painting that I brought earlier and then kind of crop it inwards so there's nothing confusing for the internet to search for. And we'll see what we end up with, which actually we've got right there, an original photo of the same market view. So let's have a look at that. Now there's some changes. Looks like there's a statue in the middle there. That could be anyone really. What's this? Bull ring on a market day. This little bit in the middle, this little kind of precincty area, that doesn't look like the phone booths are there at this point. And let's go back to the original. So it's full of phone booths in the drawing. And like we said, there's Woolworths here on the left, which looks like it's not in that original photo. So this must be a little bit later on, but there's the market building, which is bloody lovely. And I think that got bombed out in the war. I can't quite remember. But if you look here, next to the 2 pointy gable roofs, then the flat one, then the pointy gable roof, and next to that would be Woolworths in the drawing, but it's not there. So
that's a change. Obviously, we've lost those phone boxes. The road's a lot more full of stuff. Is that more market stalls or what? I'm not sure. It looks like in this picture, you don't see any motor vehicles either. In the painting, back out, we're on buses. So this is a fair bit later on. But how useful is that? And this is how you search for things. There's another one. Wow. Yeah, we've got some motor cars there. Lovely, but still a much earlier version of the motor car. We've got phone boxes in that picture. There we go. Oh, that's wonderful. And the van, so yeah, this is more the time. So the phone boxes pop up the same time as the double-deckers, is all we can tell. And we can only guess that quite possibly it is Woolworths there on the left now, but it's out of the shot, so we can't really know. But that is fascinating, isn't it? Oh, that's nothing to do with anything. Birmingham Market. Brilliant. Thank you, Google. But yeah, I hope you found that one interesting. So the painting itself would pop up in this list if it was online, which means it's actually not. So we've got ourselves an original, well, a thing that the internet doesn't know about, which I think is pretty damn cool anyway. So there you go, £2.50 for some timeless artwork that no one else can really notice that apart from me. So that's cool, isn't it? Come to my museum in the future. And secondly, we're going to have a little look at car ramps because we grabbed them for £10 there. And it looks like the cheapest pair I can find. Let's get this down to maximum £10 because that's all I spent at the car boot earlier. What are you getting? Not a fat lot. That's an Amazon advert. So it's just not happening, mate. You can't get them. You can't get them for £10. What a deal. Look at that. So let's just remove that filter and see what the cheapest ones actually are. See items. So yeah, 15 quid, but I think these ones are for lightweight 2.5 ton vehicles, maybe even 2 ton. And mine are slightly more boxier sectiony than that. So I think they can put up with a bit more weight. There's 30 quid for some newer ones there. 30 quid for the kind of same age that I've bought, 30 quid. So yeah, I reckon we've won there with a photo that doesn't exist online. I mean, even these ramps are £45, £55. So yeah, can't have them for a tenner. Yeah, so an unfindable picture drawing, painting, and the cheapest ramps in the Midlands. That's a success. Thanks for joining. And now some bonus footage for you because I went to the car wash on the way back home because I was basically by Minworth, and Minworth Asda has the only IMO car wash in the area, which I have a deal from confused.com, which I'll explain, I think, in the video. So yeah, have fun. Here's a car wash in a camper van. Good laugh. So we're in the free IMO car wash, which has come part of my insurance through confused.com. I haven't been in a car wash for bloody ages, but here you go. We're on one of those automatic things. You get a bit of a manual spray down. I don't know what version of the wash I'm getting. I don't know if I'm getting a wax or a HD or a eco. I haven't got a clue, but this is the first van clean in 4 years, I think. I'm pretty sure I haven't cleaned this since the lockdown started because I used to do it at work, and this van hasn't been back since. But here we go. We'll see if the seals are fucked or not. Wow. How exciting. So yeah, that was nice and easy using the app. It was just scanning a QR code that was automatically assigned. I get one of these a month for 12 months, along with a free coffee every month from Greggs. Bloody hell. I fitted these mirrors myself, so let's hope they stay. And just to confirm, the max height in these is 2 meters. So a Volkswagen T4 like this fits just about right. I think it's 187 centimeters. So generally, any of your small vans should fit fine. Wow. I mean, we'll see what the results are like after this. I know a lot of my graphics and stuff on this van have started to peel off in the last kind of few years.
So I wouldn't be surprised if some of them have disappeared by the time we're out. Oh, we got a bit of a leak through the top there, that's a shame. Oh, fuck. Yeah, the top seal on my door isn't the best. So the inside of my van is soaked, but that's okay. That was to be expected, look at that. Whoops. So we'll air this out, I guess. Maybe they'll bring the dryer inside. Bloody hell. There you go. Bloody hell, that's a lot wetter than I thought it was going to get. My whole curtain is absolutely drenched. Whoops. Hey-ho. Easily fixed. I mean, the door's just a bit on the piss, to be honest. But whatever. This is all automatic. You leave your handbrake off. You leave your van in neutral. And you just get dragged through. A clean of dreams. I'm getting a triple foam now. Look at me. Or is that what the guy behind me's getting? But this is the dryer. I don't think I'm getting a wax. Wowee. You see some complaints about these things. People leaving with broken windscreens and all kinds. But it's all sensors, isn't it? Look at that. Oh my God. That looks fine. Oh, it's a nice cool breeze coming through the door there. Hopefully that'll dry me curtains out. Oh! Does it spit me out? Wow. Getting a hug from a Muppet. Yeah, it's pushed me. It's pushed me out. Go on green. And that's that. We got a clean van. Boom, boom, boom.